Hi for episode 8 of Taylor's Detroit Sports on Spreaker. My name is Taylor Phillips. I forgot to preview the Tigers and White Sox on the last episode in the series. Tigers start a 3-game series against the White Sox this Tuesday, which begins later tonight at 7:05. Anibal Sanchez with a 7.4 record and a 3.54 ERA takes on Jose Quintana, a 5.7 record and a 3.15 ERA. Then on Wednesday, Max Scherzer at 2-3 and with a 3.37 ERA will take on right-handed pitcher Hector Noesy, Noesy, Noesi, with a 5-7 with a 4.99 ERA. Then Drew Smyly will take on Smyly at 6-9 and with a 3.77 ERA will take on John Danks at 9-6 with a 4.40 ERA at 1:05. Tuesday and Wednesday at 7:08. Thursday at 1:08, not 1:05. Pardon me. My brain's about to fall asleep again. Scouting the White Sox, the Tigers haven't fared well against all-star lefty Chris Sale, who struck out 10 in 7 innings against the Tigers earlier this season. Fortunately for the Tigers, they'll miss Sale during this week's 3-game series. I am reading this off an MLive.com article. On deck. Instead, the Tigers will get Jose Quintana, who has been equally as effective as Sale as of late, posting a 1.70 ERA and striking out 49 batters in his last 7 starts. The White Sox, who trail the Tigers by 8 games in the division, have won 6 of 10 and narrowly pulled off a 4-game sweep in Minnesota. All-star first baseman Jose Abreu continues to impress in his rookie season. He has hit his major league leading 30th homer Friday and will enter Tuesday riding a 17-game hitting streak. He plated another RBI, his 79th this year on Sunday, and trails only Miguel Cabrera for the major league lead at 81. I would predict that if the Tigers start swinging the bats a lot more fundamentally and more as well, I would say take at least 2 out of 3 and maybe a clean sweep. The Tigers have to go full throttle with 2 months left of the season, and their offense struggling as of late from last weekend in Anaheim. Tigers are in desperate need for more offense. They are taking on one right-handed starting pitcher in the White Sox rotation this series. So, and that's Wednesday. So, manager Brad Ausmus should only allow Avila to play on Wednesday. Until and set him out against all lefties until Avila gets this batting drought against left-handed pitchers figured out with the coaching staff and hitting coach Wally Joyner. Who I still think is a great hitting coach. Miguel Cabrera is in a slump, but that's his own fault. He's not swinging the bat, and he has to. He's got to prove a lot more, like he has in the recent past. He's got to step it up a few notches. Got to swing the bat. Got to protect the plate and make something happen. Also, the Tigers, I also forgot to mention, the Tigers were looking for a left-handed pitcher in the bullpen. They were talking about going after Antonio Bastardo from the Philadelphia Phillies. Like I mentioned last Sunday night on Blog Talk Radio. I still think they should go after him. I also think that two great lefties in the bullpen are better than one. The other one that I'm talking about is that one left-handed pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds, Aroldis Chapman. He threw 103, 104 a few hours ago. And that's about as impressive as Joel Zumaya used to throw.
Not when you're tired at home. Not something that you can say very much about the swing of Goldschmidt.
Well, he has had good success against Aroldis Chapman. He has faced him 4 times, and he has 2 base hits.
Swing harder, you get long.
That was 103.
Is that clocked at 104 miles per hour? It was.
I think you're correct.
That was against Paul Goldschmidt.
There in left center field. Mookie Jones.
8th pitch of this at bat for Goldschmidt. Struck him out on a fastball at 103 miles per hour.
Yikes.
Pitches up and a strike zone are rarely touched. And that's an out. Mesoraco able to hang on to that one. That's 2 in a row that have been fouled.
That must have been a 92-mile-an-hour curveball. .103 against Montero there.
Chapman has fanned 20 batters in his last 8 innings of work. All right. Does this trio have it in them?
My goodness. I think I might be missing something here. Is he a starting pitcher or a relief pitcher? I still think he's a relief pitcher. I'm going to look up his stats right now before I sign off, so just bear with me 1 second here for 1 minute. Yeah, he has. He has a history of making saves here in his last 10 games. So he's recorded 24 saves, or 22 saves out of 24 opportunities. He's got a 2.23 ERA. He's 0-3. That's just reliever's luck right there. 32 and a third innings pitched, just 15 hits, 8 earned runs, only 1 home run allowed, 11 walks, and 66 strikeouts. Batting average against, just 139. A whip against, his whip, 0.80. Ground out, air out ratio is 1.07. In 32 appearances on the mound. I'd say the Tigers go after both Antonio Bastardo and Aroldis Chapman. Does that sound good to you guys? If you want even more extra bullpen relief, go to Bastardo and Chapman. So that's going to do it for episode 8 of Taylor's Detroit Sports. I'll be back with episode 9 after game 1 of the Tigers-White Sox series. TTFN, ta-ta for now.